Hey guys, welcome back. We are talking today about inserting parentheses and order of addition. That's what the title of the chapter is. I actually don't like inserting unnecessary parentheses. I think it's annoying. So this is the book, helps if I show you the front, Algebra 1/2 Saxon, 3rd edition. All right guys, 6th graders subtract, 7th graders add the opposite. So you've got to remember with our subtraction, we're gonna add the opposite here, okay? Let's talk about this for a second. If I have 2 minus 7 plus 3, okay? Just off to the side, you don't have to write this part down. 7 and 3 is 10, so I'd have 2 minus 10. That is absolutely incorrect. This is why I tell you to add the opposite, because 6th graders subtract, 7th graders add the opposite of positive 7 is now negative 7. Negative 7 and 3 would be negative 4, not 10. So those signs are going to be really important. So the easiest way to not make that mistake, I'm going to save you from yourselves, preventing you from making these mistakes, is to add the opposite. Okay, 6th graders subtract, 7th graders add the opposite. So whenever you see a subtraction sign, we're going to add, and then the opposite of positive is negative. So we throw in a negative sign. That was a terrible negative sign. Add the opposite. Add the opposite, add the opposite. Okay, let's look down here. Add the opposite, add the opposite. Now you're in a position to be able to gather up all your negatives, all your positives. Negative, negative, that gives me negative 7, negative 2, negative 5. Positive, positive, that gives me positive 10. Which team is larger? Our positive team, and by how many? By 3. So our answer would be 3. Let's look down here. Negative, 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 negative. Whew, that was a lot of them. 7 and 3 is 10, 16, 17, 18. So there's 18 negatives there, 18 negatives on that team. Then here's our lone positive, plus 2, equals negative 18, and positive 2 is, which team is larger? The negative team. By how many? By 16. So that is your answer. Let's look at this guy. Negative, 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 positive, positive. All right, so for those negatives, that's 3, 4, 5, 9. So 9 negatives plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 positives. Which team is larger? Our negative team. By how many? By 1. All right, guys, here are the practice problems. Go ahead and give those a shot. Pause the video if you need to and come on back. All right, first thing you should have done is add the opposite, add the opposite. Let's go over here. Add the opposite, add the opposite. Notice I did not add the opposite for that negative that's in the front. That's because it's just a flat out negative. It's not a subtraction. There's nothing there. That just applies to the ones in the front. So let's go here. We're going to gather up our negatives. Make sure I don't miss those, and then gather up our positives. All right, so for our negatives, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 negatives. For the positives, we have 6, that's 13, 14, 15. Okay, so plus 15. Which team is larger? Our positive team, and by how many? By 7. Okay, by 7. Let me know if I make a mistake on any of these. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's gather up our negatives. Negative, negative. Here's our positive, 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 positive. So for our negatives, we have 7, 8, 9. There's 9 negatives plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 positives. So that's 6, right? Or 5, I mean, I was doing multiplication earlier. Which team is larger? Our positive team. So our answer is going to be positive. And by how many? By 2. All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, that's it for this lesson. We'll be back and I will help you with the next one. See you in class. Sound good? See you on the next lesson. Thanks, guys.